Right. Well, if you looked at it from our point of view, you can almost see people dropping like flies coming up onto the dynamics of the solstice. There's a lot of people that are either being laid low physically for any number of reasons, but there's many more being laid low emotionally as far as that dynamic of energy goes, because there is so much more. This is almost a climax of energy where you can, as we have spoken of many times in the past, as you're coming up to the solstices, as you're coming up to the equinoxes, it's a natural time for change, a natural time for movement. Even if you don't have that in your conscious mind, your subconscious has it in spades, as they say, from many lifetimes and many experiences. And it is one of the winter solstice, especially, is one of the oldest rituals in existence. For humanity. And so, even now, with the dynamic coming over the next 3 days of the new moon, and take this into consideration, that if you wish to start something new, if there's something been working around in your imagination that you might want to, what shall we say, put more manifesting energy into, that this over the next 3 days would be a really good time to at least to begin that dynamic. There is, you can add to, assuming that the dynamic is in line with your destiny anyway, that you can improve the chances of manifestation by 10 to 15%, believe it or not.
But these,
Just utilizing more and more of your conscious mind, utilizing more and more of your realness, using more and more of the dynamics of your internal divinity to be able to create the reality that you wish to create, even while there are many in your world creating a nightmare. Because that polarization is necessary. But, the question is, or the ultimate answer is to not take sides. This is the more that you get involved in one point of view or another, the more you are, what shall we say, moving out of a dynamic of unity. Because that's more of anything. You hardly hear anybody talking about unity any longer. But there's even, splits inside of splits. Or there's so much of a dynamic of separation and polarization. So
the
we try
separatization, that was the,
separatization,
yes,
right?
that was good.
We're trying to invent new language. So, um, but there's that whole dynamic of separation, as if you can see it. If you look in your world, if you're looking at it with any objectivity at all, your souls are asking you to move beyond your own biases, move beyond your own prejudices, to begin to be able to move to that place of objectivity and discernment in almost everything that you do. It's not, there's, the problem is that the frivolous things that you get involved in, no, we're not looking at you particularly, but the frivolous things that one gets involved in often become distractions that keep one from, what shall we say, directing your energy in such a way as to create that dynamic of manifestation, or to at least explore the possibilities around it. And well, that often will mean looking at a dynamic of what you see for your future, looking at that dynamic in the imagination realms, and to be able to say, oh no, that's not going to work, or that's not going to work, or that, or you can gain through the dynamics of reflection, the what shall we say, the language of your soul, who is always trying to direct you in the, what shall we say, the way you have chosen.